Morning.
Good morning and welcome to the Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting for Tuesday, December 12th. I'm Todd Wilchin. I am the chair of the county board this year. On my left, we have fellow Commissioner Jennifer Brinkman and Commissioner Deb Shore will be joining us momentarily. On my right, Commissioner and Vice Chair Bill Avery. Commissioner Roma Amundsen should be joining us in a moment as well. From the County Attorney's Office, we have David Durbin. From the County Clerk's Office, we have Dan Nolte, the County Clerk, and Kelly Lundgren. From the County Board Office, we have the Chief Administrative Officer, Carrie Egan, and the Deputy Chief Administrative Officer, Ann Ames. Now, if you'd please stand and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Mr. Clerk, would you please start the agenda?
Nebraska Open Meetings Act is located on the wall at the rear of the hearing room. Additionally, a copy of all material to be discussed at today's open meeting is available from the county clerk staff at the front of the hearing room. The material can also be viewed on the county's website at lancaster.ne.gov. Agenda item 1 are minutes. Approval of the minutes of the Board of Commissioners meeting held on Tuesday, December 5th, 2017.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the minutes from the last Board of Commissioners meeting held on December 5th. Any discussion? Okay, hearing none, please call the roll.
Avery?
Yes.
Brinkman?
Yes.
Shore?
Yes.
Amundsen?
Yes.
Wilchin?
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 2 are claims. Approval of all claims processed through December 12, 2017.
Move approval. Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve all claims processed through today. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Brinkman?
Yes.
Shore?
Yes.
Amundsen?
Yes.
Avery?
Yes.
Wilchin?
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 3 is new business. 3A is a special designated license application from Myers Wine, Inc. for reception at Southwest 33rd Street and Bowbridge Drive, Lincoln on January 25th, 2018.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the special designated license from Myers Wine. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Shore?
Yes.
Amundsen?
Yes.
Avery?
Yes.
Brinkman?
Yes.
Wilchin?
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. B is a political subdivision tort claims filed against Lancaster County Corrections by the City of Lincoln. This is for an incident on July 10th, 2017 in amount of $1,373.67, and for an incident on July 25th, 2017 in amount of $483.50.
Move approval of the claims. Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the political subdivision tort claims. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Amundsen?
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 3C is a recommendation from the Purchasing Department and Emergency Management to award a contract for Lancaster County Emergency Management renovation and relocation to Mecco Henny Contracting. The total amount is $1,158,000.
Good morning, Jim David Saber, Director, Lincoln Lancaster County Emergency Management. I didn't have any prepared comments for this morning's meeting. I just wanted to make myself available to answer any questions you may have.
Any questions for Mr. David Saber? Commissioner Shore?
Could you outline the timeline for the project, estimated completion,
Initially, the construction timeline was 8 to 10 months, so I think once we get a few further steps into the process, we'll be able to pin that down exactly, but fortunately, or hopefully no longer than 10 to 12 months, so a year from now, we should be in our new facility.
Thank you.
Any other questions for Mr. David Saber? Okay. Hearing none, I'd entertain a motion.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to award the contract to Mecco Haney Contracting for the Emergency Management Operations Center. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. D is a recommendation from the Purchasing Department and the County Sheriff's Office to award a purchase order to Anderson Ford for the purchase of a 2018 Ford Police Utility Vehicle using a state of Nebraska contract. The total cost of the county is $30,024.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve a purchase order for a 2018 Ford Police Utility Vehicle. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. E is a resolution authorizing action with respect to traffic control devices in Lancaster County.
Good morning, Lancaster County Engineer Pam Dingman. This is a motion for a number of signs. One, a driveway warning sign, located in the southwest quadrant of the county. Two, a northbound gravel ends sign, located around the famous Bridge D 41. And this kind of is in conjunction with the state's project on Highway 79. And then three, a north and southbound watch for turning vehicles sign on the east side of the county.
Okay, any questions for Ms. Dingman?
Move approval.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to authorize the traffic control devices outlined by the county engineer. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. 3F is a roadside memorial signs policy.
Pam Dingman, Lancaster County Engineer. So we've been talking off and on for several months now, and I actually researched roadside memorials clear back in July and August. I have a number of projects that I'm going to bring forward based on some research that I did this year to hopefully increase safety. A couple clarifications. I know I've presented this program twice now at a county staff meeting. Just want to make a couple clarifications. One, a sign would not be placed unless a family member signed off on that sign. So if the family did not want a sign, we're not going to put a sign up. That's already been laid out in the program. And then two, this policy does not obliterate or say that there are no roadside memorials other than signs. My department does on occasion have to pick up these roadside memorials because they end up in an area that is danger to our employees or the public. We mow, and you've been out and seen our really, for lack of a more technical term, large mowers with the 6 and 8 foot sideboards. It's very difficult to lift these up around the roadside memorials and drop them back down, and in fact, sometimes dangerous. And so we do have roadside memorials that are located, oftentimes they've been moved either back to the property line or to an intersection on a power pole so that they're out of the way of the mowers. And I just want to make those clarifications.
Any questions for the county engineer? Commissioner Ottoson?
I would just like to suggest that I'm in favor of this particular policy, but I did note that the policy, we probably need to reread it and prepare some corrections, I believe, in terms of the county and the state. Because, for example, I think that as I was talking with the attorney, that we have Colorado still in there, and we need to change that to Nebraska. We need to make some changes in that regard.
That,
Commissioner Shore?
that notification is on page 3 under location and installation of signs, item 1, rather than CDOT. It's a typo. It should be NDOT, Nebraska Department of Transportation.
I just was thinking that maybe what we ought to do is to review that just for some.
Well, are you making a motion to table this?
Yes, I would move that we table this until next Tuesday, that we have the county attorney reread this.
Okay, we have a motion to table. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. We have a motion and a second to table this policy. Any discussion?
Is there a
Commissioner Shore?
specific item that you're concerned about in the policy? We've had it available for review for, I believe, 6 weeks. Is there any area of concern specifically?
It was brought to my attention this morning, so that there were some spelling errors and things like that. Dave, would you?
Dave Durbin, Deputy County Attorney, excuse me, Lancaster County Attorney's Office. As our office has made clear, we don't believe that the board or the county engineer has the authority to charge fees for this particular program. So that would be our first objection. Secondly, there's a donation provision at the end of the program, and we don't believe that the county has the authority to donate personal property of the county outside of the surplus statutes. And then third, there are numerous typos and missing language in the policy that probably should be corrected, even if the fee and donation issues were resolved.
Okay. And Pam, you have anything?
You know, I want to emphasize that these are blue signs, and the blue signs are private signs, and our department charges for private signs on a regular basis in subdivisions, at the request of developers, and this is a sign that's being requested. It's a private sign, and so although given provisions, when you see the blue signs, they are typically paid for by other entities. And then I want to say, I guess I'm somewhat disappointed to get to this point after having made this available for a considerable period of time. However, you know, we can go back and look at it again. It was not my intent to have errors in there, but when you put something together and you read and reread it, sometimes you become so familiar with your intent that it's difficult to find the errors.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to table. Any additional discussion? Hearing none, Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Avery,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 3G is an amendment to County Contract C-17-463 with PCW Construction, Inc. for replacement of structures H-128, H-130, and J-143. With respect to structure H-130, the amendment removes earthwork measured in embankment and adds excavation for pipe arch culverts, and head wall, resulting in a decrease of $402.50.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to amend the county contract with TCW Construction. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. H is an amendment to County Contract C-17-569 with Constructors, Inc. for the redecking of Bridge N-138. The amendment increases the amount of epoxy-coated reinforcing steel for the bridge back wall, resulting in an increase of $580.08.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to amend the contract with Constructors, Inc. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Avery,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 3I are two quitclaim deeds related to real property generally located in a portion of South 54th Street vacated by County Resolution R-16-14 in Lancaster County. This is acceptance of a deed from Todd L. Buell, trustee for Dennis L. Buell Revocable Trust. Deed from Lancaster County to Dennis L. Buell and Melinda J. Buell as trustees of the Dennis L. Buell Revocable Trust, and Dennis L. Buell and Melinda J. Buell as trustees of the Melinda J. Buell Revocable Trust.
Ken Schroeder, Lancaster County Engineer Department. This is the area of relocated South 54th Street, northwest of Hickman, that we disposed of some unneeded property where the old southwest 54th Street, South 54th Street was. We became aware that there was another record holder regarding this property. So these documents are just to make the corrections to get the language for the grantees correct. So.
Thank you, Mr. Schroeder. Any questions?
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve these two quitclaim deeds. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. J is an amendment to County Contract C-15-316 with Legal Aid in Nebraska for legal services. The amendment increases compensation over the last 10 months of the contract from $38,250.83 per month to $56,016 per month.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to amend the contract with Legal Aid in Nebraska. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. K is a contract with Midwest Office Automation to provide annual cost per copy services. The contract shall be effective upon execution for a 4-year term. The cost of county is not to exceed $569,274.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have the motion and a second to approve the contract with Midwest Office Automations. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Avery,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. L is an amendment to County Contract C-17-24 with Sapp Brothers Petroleum, Inc. for the annual supply of motor fuels. The amendment renews a contract from January 24th, 2018 through January 23rd, 2019. The cost of county is not to exceed $625,000.
For approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to amend the contract with Sapp Brothers Petroleum. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 4 is consent items. Receive and place on file the following monthly reports for November 2017. This is for County Assessor, Register of Deeds, Records, and Information Management. Right-of-way contracts with the following. Daryl and Lynette Tassell, 900 Princeton Road, in the amount of $20. Eugene and Nancy Tassell, 900 Princeton Road, in the amount of $2,500.
Move approval of the consent items.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the consent items. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 5 is public comment. Those wishing to speak on items relating to county business not on the agenda may do so at this time.
Okay, anyone in the audience wishing to speak about an item not on the agenda but related to county business? Seeing none, Mr. Clerk, please call the roll. Oh, sorry. Continue with the agenda. Announcements, sorry.
Next is announcements. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold a staff meeting on Tuesday, December 12, 2017, at 10 a.m., or immediately following the Lancaster County Board of Equalization meeting in the Bill Luxford Studio of the County City Building. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will not hold a staff meeting on Thursday, December 14, 2017, due to their attendance at the Nebraska Association of County Officials Annual Conference in Kearney, Nebraska. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold their next early meeting on Tuesday, December 19, 2017 at 9 a.m. in room 112 of the County City Building. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will be in recess from December 20th, 2017 through January 3rd, 2018. The County Commissioners can be reached at 402-441-7447 or commish@lancaster.ne.gov. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting is broadcast live on LNKTV City. For the rebroadcast schedule, visit lincoln.ne.gov. Meetings are also streamed live on LNKTV and can be viewed on YouTube.
Move we adjourn.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to adjourn. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Okay, the Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting is adjourned. We're going to go ahead and start the agenda for the Lancaster County Board of Equalization. Mr. Clerk, would you please start the agenda?
A copy of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act is located on the wall at the rear of the hearing room. Additionally, a copy of all written material to be discussed at today's open meeting is available from the county clerk staff at the front of the hearing room. The material can also be viewed on the county's website at lancaster.ne.gov. Agenda item 1 are minutes. Approval of the minutes of the Board of Equalization meeting held on Tuesday, November 21st, 2017.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the minutes from the last Board of Equalization meeting held on Tuesday, November 21st. Any discussion or corrections? Please call the roll.
Avery,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 2 is a public hearing. This is for motor vehicle tax exemption applications, and this includes Boys and Girls Clubs of Lincoln, Lancaster County, Bryan Medical Center, Grace Lutheran Church, Great Plains Community Church, Madonna Rehabilitation Hospital, Nebraska Lutheran Campus Ministry Corporation, Northern Lighthouse, Our Lady of Guadalupe Seminary, Sheridan Lutheran Church, and St. Mark's United Methodist Church.
Okay, going to go ahead and open the public hearing for these motor vehicle tax exemption applications. Anyone here to testify in support, in opposition, or in a neutral capacity on these applications? Seeing none, I'm going to go ahead and close the public hearing on these. Yeah, Mr. Clerk, please continue with the next item.
Next is number 3, action on motor vehicle tax exemption applications.
Move approval of the motor vehicle tax exemption applications.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the motor vehicle tax exemption applications. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Next is public comment. Those wishing to speak on items relating to County Board of Equalization business not on agenda may do so at this time.
Anyone in the audience here to speak about an item not on the agenda related to the County Board of Equalization? Okay, hearing none. I entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, motion and a second to adjourn. Please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Brinkman,
Yes.
Wilchin.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Okay, the Lancaster County Board of Equalization is now adjourned. Have a good day.